Sweet and smoky, succulent barbecued ribs. It's not a meal that you'd ordinarily have on a weeknight, but I'm going to show you an easy way to prepare it. The first thing we're going to do is make a spice rub. In this bowl, I have 1 teaspoon each of salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and chili powder. Those are going to be your basic seasoning ingredients. Then to that, to give it a sweet and smoky flavor, I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, a 1/2 teaspoon of Turkish red pepper, or you can use paprika if you don't have that, and then a tablespoon of brown sugar. Add that to the other spices and just mix that around till the sugar and the spices are all mingled together. The cut of meat that I'm using is a back rib, pork loin. And if you want, you can cut this in half to make it fit in your crock pot better, because that's the way we're going to cook them. You could cook these on the barbecue grill. You could even bake them in the oven for 2 to 2.5 hours on a low heat, about 325, wrapped in foil. But if you do them in the slow cooker, you can get this ready ahead of time and just leave it cooking on low all day or on medium for about 4 hours, whichever one you need. Just take your spice rub mixture and sprinkle it over one side, about half of it on the front side, and then just rub that in. Flip that over. You really do need to season both sides. I know this is kind of the bony side, but it definitely makes a difference in your flavor. So just finish with the rest of that, rubbing it well into the ribs. Then the only thing you have to do at this point, once you get the spice rub all mixed into the meat, is just put it in your crock pot. We're going to set this in here. Again, you could cut it in half if you wanted to, but you can just make it fit like that. You really don't even need to add any water or anything. Set that on low for about 6 hours or medium for about 4 hours. Put your lid on and just leave that and forget all about it. Okay, there's only one more thing you need to do to finish these ribs. Take them out of the crock pot. Put them on a tray, and you're going to just brush these with some barbecue sauce, either homemade or store-bought, doesn't matter, whatever you've got. And then you're going to put them in the oven to broil for just about 5 minutes. You're going to need to watch them really carefully while they're under the broiler, and make sure your broiler is preheated. Barbecue sauce has usually a lot of sugar in it, honey in it, those kind of things, so it can burn really quickly. You don't have to do this step, but it really does make it a lot better, and it doesn't take any time at all. Just brush that side with the barbecue sauce. Line your baking tray with foil to make it a lot easier to clean up. Barbecue sauce really is sticky, and the sugar in it is going to make a messy tray for you to clean up. So if you just line it with foil, it's much easier. Now all you have to do is put this under the broiler for about 5 minutes and then take them out and they're ready to eat. I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, I've just taken the ribs out of the oven. They were under the broiler for about 5 minutes, and look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Let me slice these up. Somebody's going to be really happy when they get home from work tonight. I hope you'll make this recipe, and you can find the written copy of it, a printable copy, on the website, hipposandhashbrowns.com. Thanks.